involving the air tanks Detroit firefighters count on every day is causing concern and swift action tonight by city officials. 7 Action News reporter Dave Llewellyn joins us live with more on the problem and what's being done to solve it right now. Dave?
Carolyn, this quickly became a red-hot issue for the Duggan administration, and when the concern was acknowledged, fire department leadership was told to fix it. It's a lifeline for firefighters. The air tanks they carry on their backs help keep them safe as they fight the flames to protect people and property. But DFD Sergeant Bill Harp identified a problem with many of those tanks.
The engine that I was in charge of on Sunday, when I originally realized that we had this systemic problem, out of the 10 air bottles that are assigned to that company, 6 of them were bad.
It's been determined that more than a third of the 420 bottles were non-compliant. Harp told me the initial response he got from his superiors was not acceptable, so he went public.
And unfortunately, the people that we know and work with are the ones sometimes endangering us even greater than the fires.
The city is transitioning to new and larger tanks, according to Fire Commissioner EDSEL JENKINS. He admits certification on some of the current bottles had lapsed.
Now we have this issue, and so what we're doing, we're checking every bottle on every apparatus, and if it's not in compliance, we're sending it out to a third party to have it in compliance.
This afternoon, the first group of tanks are being returned to service after they were pulled out of fire stations to be hydrostatically tested. Over the next few days, all other non-compliant tanks will also be tested.
I've ridden these trucks, and these guys are my brothers and sisters, and this department, this city would never place any firefighter, any medic in jeopardy. This administration is doing the best we can to make sure that we have state-of-the-art equipment for our firefighters and EMS technicians.
Harp has previously served on the union executive board, and he's up for election again. But he insists this is not grandstanding on his part to get elected.
I believe in the safety of the men under my command, and I would be failing them if I allowed them to wear an air tank that wasn't as safe as I knew we could make it. And this has absolutely nothing to do with union politics. This is safety through and through.
The first batch of those new tanks are expected to arrive next week. They'll have 45 minutes of air in them compared to 30 minutes in the current bottles. Now, I'm being told there's been some pushback to those new tanks from firefighters because they're slightly heavier, but fire department leadership says that it's the newest technology and they should serve the firefighters well. We'll stay on this. We're live in the Eastern Market tonight. Dave Llewellyn, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Dave.